is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. You are entering Tara's terrestrial aura. Are you ready? I repeat, this is not a test. This is not a test. This is not a test. Good evening, good day, good momentum of now, whatever time it may be, whatever energy of field you may be in at this exact momentum of now. I come to you via YouTube transmission on this beautiful Mercury day that we have now entered into a stellium of 6 planets in Aquarius, along with also, I believe, 1 or 2 asteroids, if I'm not mistaken, one being Pallas Athene. So yeah, me being an Aquarius of 12th and 1st house, with the 1st house rising sign Aquarius, I am heavily being affected of these energies and from these energies as well, directly in my 1st house, which is pretty intense. I hope everyone is doing amazing. I hope that you're feeling the vibrancy of the affectancy of the now without it taking so much of a toll on you to where it has told you out, I guess I could say, per se. Not being on the camera today is more of the energy of the field that I'm in. So if you're wondering why I'm not on the screen, that is why. I just want to vibe with you in a different way, a different form of matter, through consciousness stream connected from me and to you. The topic that I would like to touch on today is energetic pulls and authenticity, authentic being. Let's say that, because I cannot say that word for some reason. So, the essence of being authentic to ourselves and being pulled to do so more than ever, and actually answering the call. That is the most flattering essence of our state of being. That is the most beautiful higher consciousness of ourselves, by honoring ourselves, by acknowledging that we are worthy of truly being who we are, no matter who that being may be, in each and every momentum of the tides of being that said being. There is no direct or set way in which we are meant to be. We are specifically meant to be the highest vibration of our creation and the momentum of the field in which we feel through our universal quantum shielding of ourselves, protecting our souls in these essence of our now momentums, in this time-space reality that we co-create. By identifying ourselves as the eye of the storm, as the storm, and as the observer of the storm, also participating inside of the storm, we are able to acknowledge our variables, our many aspects of ourselves that are from different fields and different tides of momentums that are able to permeate a essence of seeing from an overview perspective, instead of seeing only as the observer and the participant as one. You're able to see the essence of all that is as a whole, as if you are the umbrella and you are also the rain, and you are also the collision of the rain to the umbrella, as you feel yourself touching yourself and you feel the elements of your flow, and you understand the being of how that universal flow is in tune to harmonize to the frequency of both you and it as self, being self, identified as self. If this message makes any sense to you, I'm very happy to have you here. And if it doesn't, that's okay too, because one day I feel it will. And until that day, this message will live on as a time capsule in this space. Because as I've mentioned before, us being creators, we're creating products, byproducts of ourselves by putting these time capsules of energy into the fields of our momentums of now, such as this. a simple video recording, a simple photo, a simple memory captured that is able to express the being of your now state in that exact momentum of the now that you've created is the essence of being, is a power of source, is a creation of co-creation with universe. By acknowledging these aspects of ourselves, we are acknowledging that we are consciously creating our own artistry of our own life form, our consciousness in life form, life in conscious form, bred, spread, and fed all through the consciousness from our heads, from beyond. Our consciousness is something that lives beyond the essence of our being here. It's something that's a state of mind, that's a state of energy field that fills no matter which body or which aspect of life or itself at all that it fills. We are the observer, the participant. And when we acknowledge these things, these aspects, these areas of ourselves, we are limitless, we are timeless, and we are able to do anything that we so choose. What are you choosing to consciously create? What are you choosing to allow to be your state of consciousness in which you are being as your human being here for now? The choice is yours, and you are all of the elementals of each and every aspect of its source. To accept the power that you are is accepting that the form of life that you are is a co-creation of you and universal as source self. Are you able to fathom that power? Are you able to accept who you really are, what you really are, and what you're capable of? Or does that scare you? Does that make you shrivel up in fear and ball up thinking that there's something beyond you that matters more? Or can you imagine being God's source creator as self, the visualization, the matter of itself, living and breathing in flesh, here to set an example of life as itself, living itself, observing itself whilst being itself? Are you ready for that type of power? If you are, you're in the right place. For now, this concludes this message. I would like to thank you for being a part of this channel by supporting me and watching my videos and listening to my content and embracing it and co-creating with me. I'd also like to ask you, if you do enjoy my content, that you please be sure to like this video, share this video if you so feel pleased to do so or compelled to do so. Read or like, share, subscribe, and also if you enjoy my content and you want to know exactly when I upload content aside from social media outlets such as Twitter, most definitely hit the notification bell, because that little handy dandy thing will actually tell you when I upload new content, so you'll be informed. Other than that, again, I just like to thank you for being here. This is a bit of a different type of session, but this is a bit of a different type of channel. So anything goes, and there is no limitation other than the limitations that we set for ourselves. And when we learn to relinquish the setting of those expectations of ourselves, we realize how boundless we really are as beings, and that there is no limitation at all. Be limitless. Release your walls, let them go. Go beyond the horizons of which you know and you feel that you know, because you'll realize that you really know nothing at all. And that's the beauty of it all. I love you. I hope you have a beautiful, most fabulous momentum of now in whichever tide of wave your currency may be. And I thank you for being here with me. Have a beautiful, beautiful time.